Let's move on before I confuse you to the point where you log off.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Morocco, the 22nd ranked team in the world, beating DR Congo to qualify for their sixth ever finals. Looking to move past the round of 16 for the first time ever, led by a fellow Moroccan head coach, Walid Regargoui.
Nice.
Regargoui. Yeah, that's how we're going to do it. Um, he's going to have his hands full trying to handle the very impressive attacking options of this other group. But he's hoping that his defense can hold strong, his attack can put one more in than the other team so that they can get 3 points. Have they done that in their last 5 games?
Sometimes, sometimes not. Um, Last 5 games have included a 3-0 loss to the USA, because of course. Um,
Clear.
a 2-1 win against South Africa, a 2-0 win against I'll do the rankings afterwards. A 2-0 win against Liberia, a 2-0 win against Chile, and a 0-0 draw against Paraguay. Rankings are USA 16, South Africa 67, Liberia 150, Chile 29, Paraguay 47. And I want to add on that, it feels like every single team has beat up on Chile. I
I know,
I
right?
can't, I don't remember a game that Chile's won. It's like every team has beat Chile.
They are definitely moving in the wrong direction as a national team. I'll tell you that. Goal scorers from those games: Boufal, Sabiri, El Nesyi, Fajr, and El Kabi. So spread out a little bit, but definitely have some focal points. Um, One of my key players, Akraf Hakimi. One of those signings of the PSG overhaul back in 2020, but the S is a dollar sign because money.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he's considered one of the best right backs in the game right now. He's a 24-year-old with great vision in possession, very good going forward, delivers really good service. When he's on the defensive end, he gets stuck in. He doesn't get beat easily. I could expect a lot of teams to avoid that side when they're attacking, simply because of how dangerous he is.
Sorry, I got distracted. I was looking up Chile's form. In their last 10, they have 2 wins, 1 draw, and 7 losses.
If we weren't doing this over Wi-Fi, I'd make you turn it off.
Well, we were just talking about it, and I got distracted looking into it. Um,
You distracted? No way.
yeah, so I wasn't listening to you, so I don't. I would assume you talked about Hakimi as a top player.
Very good.
Okay, it was a fair assumption. My next top player is Hakim Ziyech. Um, has not been involved with
Can
the
you pick
team.
somebody who's not from Chelsea or
No,
who
I
hasn't
can't.
ever played for Chelsea?
I can't. It's just I don't know what to tell you. Chelsea takes and makes.
Chelsea takes and ruins, brother.
What are you talking about? Look at all these players that are going to the World Cup. You think they'd be doing that without Chelsea? Yes, Hakim Ziyech has not been involved with the Moroccan team much in recent years, but has been called back into the team and will be coming to the World Cup this year. Easily one of their best attacking players, even if he hasn't been with the team in the last couple of years. He's incredibly talented. Not getting much game time on the club level though. Only 4 appearances so far with no goals and assists. And as mentioned before, hasn't really played with the Moroccan team much as of late. So did not play in AFCON or in World Cup qualifying. So it'll be really interesting to see how that fits in chemistry wise with the rest of the team. But regardless, still an incredibly talented player that will have surely a major impact for them.
Yeah, the he retired after he got into that fight with his head coach. We are talking about Ziyech, right? I wasn't paying attention. Sorry,
Yeah,
I zoned out.
I can go through the whole thing again if you want me to.
I really don't. I really don't want to hear it. Um, no, so I thought it was really interesting. I was reading up on that, how he got into this huge fight with the head coach and basically just quit. Then they sacked him. He's like, "Hey, you want to come back?" He's like, "Yeah, sure." So he comes back, and like I said, he lit up the world when he was at Ajax. Everybody loved him, and then he went to Chelsea, ruined his career, like they do to everybody. But good in possession, good on the dribble. Um, he's gonna cut in, he's gonna shoot. Excuse me. a lot of that attack is going to run through him. So, interesting to see what he can do on the world stage. My last one is Youssef N. Nasiri. He is the central focus of their attack. The Sevilla man. He's got 14 goals in 49 games for Sevilla, 57 and 215 for the club. He's right now he's mainly a sub, much like Kyle Larin, mainly a sub for Sevilla, but he does get the most time at top of this Moroccan team. Very good in front of goal. You give him the opportunity, and he will make you he will punish you. But the other thing that is also very, very good in the air. So Ziyech, Hakimi, those players on the wings who are serving balls, he's going to get on top of them and he's going to finish them. So definitely look out for him to be a menace for opposing center backs and see if they can handle him.
Nice. I actually had a different last top player here.
What? Unacceptable.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's what we bring. We bring a depth of knowledge on both sides. I went with Nusar Masraoui, if that name rings a
Okay.
bell.
Yeah,
Fullback,
the Bayern outside back.
huh?
The Bayern outside back.
Yeah. Um, as you mentioned, currently playing for Bayern, previously at Ajax. Made 10 appearances so far for Bayern, has 3 assists. I didn't look into this one, but he has a similar timeline with Morocco, I guess, as Ziyech did, in that he didn't play for them in AFCON and didn't play for them in World Cup qualifying. I don't know if it was for the same reasons or if he just recently made a switch to Morocco, but I do believe he was um with Morocco previously. But will definitely be a crucial piece for them, whether he ends up playing on the right. I mean, yeah, whether he ends up playing on the right or Hakimi ends up playing on the right. But I have to say, with him and Hakimi, that's arguably the best fullback pairing in the World Cup. I mean, I'm sure other teams probably also have really good ones, but that's super strong. And you know, that's obviously going to make a big difference for this Morocco team and what they'll be able to bring to the table. But I have a similar question here as I did with Ziyech. It's because he hasn't been involved in the team much lately. I kind of wonder if there's going to be some chemistry issues coming in.
Yeah, definitely a fair shout. Definitely a fair shout. I just don't know how much that'll play in. Um, what I can tell you though is Canada just released their official roster. It sounds like,
Hmm. Okay.
and nobody that we mentioned wasn't on that list.
Is there any
Um,
surprises left off?
not left off.
Fabrizio posted it.
Yeah, it looks like it. No, it
Interesting.
looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
Oh,
It
I've
looks
never
like the one that we were going off of transfer market is the right one. So that's good. But yeah, you've got 5 Montreal players, 3 Toronto players, 1 from Minnesota, and then a couple from overseas. And
got
then
one from
one,
Vancouver.
yeah, 1 Whitecap. So
I think the only name on this list I don't recognize is David Wotherspoon.
yeah, he a 32-year-old from St. Johnston FC plays in Scotland.
Hmm.
Never heard of him.
Sounds
Didn't
like
see him.
USA clear.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, like if Canada get a point, they're lucky. No, we're just kidding. Maybe we'll see.
Don't spoil your
Um,
predictions.
I won't. What I want you to do is spoil your starting 11 prediction for Morocco.
This
That's what I
should be a
want
fun one.
you to do.
I probably butchered this pretty bad. Apologies ahead of time, Moroccan fans. Not that you're probably ever going to see this because we don't post starting 11s anymore, and that's okay. I've gone with a 4-3-3. I have Bono in goal. I've got, to me, this really doesn't matter. It's one or the other, but I've got Hakimi on the left, Saiss and Aguerd or Dari in the second center back spot. and then Mazraoui on the right. Midfield three, I've got Amrabat, Amala, um, and then I've got either Unahi or Harit. And then up top, my front three, I've got Bufal and Nasiri and Ziyech.
We are exactly the same.
Really?
Yes, I got
That's
Bunu
kind of
in goal.
surprising.
Yeah, Bunu, Bonu, however you want to pronounce it, in goal.
You might be right. It
Hakimi.
might be Bunu.
Well, I think this is going to tell you how much I know ball.
Uh-huh.
So when you look it up online, it's Bono. But when you look at his FIFA card, it's Bunu.
Interesting.
So I mean, and obviously FIFA's never wrong. So
Of course. Never.
so it's Bunu, Hakimi, Saiss, Aguerd, Mazraoui, Amrabat, Harit, Amala, Bufal, and Nasiri and Ziyech. I didn't give hypotheticals if one or the other was there, because it's going to switch anyway. So